It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Yeah, that's 24 degrees, 25 degrees. It's a little bit chilly, shall we say. And we got about 4 inches of snow on the ground and on the roof of the carport. But so I'm not working out in the shop today. I'm not working out in the carport either. But I need to give you an update on the conversion from fuel injection to carburetor. So here's the deal. I have pulled the snorkel off, that's what I call it, and one of my subscribers, look at that, that light don't even show anything down in there. One of my subscribers has said, you're not going to be able to put a carburetor on that intake manifold, and he was right, because this is what is known as a spider intake manifold, which means all of this area in here underneath the throttle body is plastic. So that means to change it over to a carburetor, I'm going to have to put another intake manifold on it. Well, I have. I went on Facebook Marketplace, and here's my pile of parts that I've got so far. And I came up with this intake manifold here. See that? It's an Edelbrock. I need to clean it up a little bit. I'm not sure that it was run on a vehicle very long because there's no grease or oil or anything on the bottom. See how clean it is underneath there? So I'm going to clean it up real well, and I think I'm going to re-sandblast the top and probably put a clear coat on it, keep it from corroding further. We have gotten our fuel pressure regulator right there. This box here is for intake manifold gasket. Let me put some of this stuff aside. You know, I'm going to do something while we're out here, and it's cold. You saw how cold it is. Let's do a Tennessee cold start. How you like them apples, huh? That's a fine running piece of equipment. All right, so I'm going to take you back over here and I'm going to finish unboxing this. So the next piece of equipment we have here, this is the distributor hold down for the HEI distributor. Put these down here. This box here has the carburetor in it. And because originally I thought I was going to be adapting this to fuel injection manifold, I have a different adapter coming for it, but I have since reordered another adapter so that this will go on here onto this 4-barrel manifold. If I had known that I was going to have to put a get a different manifold, I would have just gotten a 4-barrel carburetor. That's okay. That's going to go on there. This is well, for want of a better term, it's a knockoff of a Carter carburetor. Sit this back down in the box here. Then this box here we have the HEI distributor. Chevy V6 4.3 HEI distributor. Says so right on the box. Come on. She's going to fight me all the way, I guess, coming apart. Now hold on to your hat, because you're going to really like this. Look at that there, huh? How's that? So that's our new distributor that's going to be going in there, complete with vacuum advance, just like the old days. Yeah, so we have most of the parts. I'm waiting on some valve cover gaskets because I figured as long as I have to tear this thing apart anyway, if I can put this back in here right the way I took it out. As long as I gotta have the whole thing torn apart anyway, I'm going to replace the valve cover gaskets. And hold on to your hats. This is the factory distributor. I had bought this brand new, never been installed, before I decided to go this direction. Now, some people thought that maybe I was making a big mistake changing everything over. And as I had said before, it has a new cap and rotor and a new camshaft sensor in this distributor that's in here. And essentially, that's all that this would supply. It would be new cap and rotor and the new camshaft sensor. Everything else is just the housing. So it wouldn't really make any difference if I put this in there or not, because the one that's in there I had replaced a couple years ago. And since replacing it, I put new camshaft sensor in and new cap and rotor. And I've put a new coil in. But I'm going to prove my point that this is strictly electronically controlled. If I pull the coil wire off of the distributor so that there's no power going to the spark plugs, you'll see that it will not kick back. It's because of the timing issue that it kicks back. Well, that's not a good thing. It's not kicking back, but it sounds like maybe my starter is already broken because it's jumping when it cranks over. One more thing to buy. But we're gonna get into it, not today because it's too cold. And we're gonna be swapping things over. And yes, we will have to keep the computer in there because the computer controls the shifting of the transmission. It controls my, to some extent, it controls my cruise control and other aspects of the vehicle. So I'm going to have to be working with the electronics still to a little bit, but not to the extent that it did before. So we'll see what happens. We're still planning on going for it. And hang on to your hats. We'll be back. It's supposed to be warming up the 1st of next week, and we'll be getting into it then. Hope it's nice weather where you are. And there's my buddy up there. Hi, Mr. Jinx. How are you? He likes to hang out with me wherever I happen to be. He's a fine fellow. Bye for now.